Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on whereabouts in time and space you happen to be at the moment. My name's Gareth, I'm the tech guy with the Tash from QCT, and today I wanted to talk about memory sticks. Good old-fashioned USB storage. So there are some unscrupulous retailers online who are selling memory sticks that report that they are significantly larger than they actually are, and the system thinks that they're the correct size. You copy your data on. The only time that you realise that there's anything wrong is when you come to try and get that data off again. So obviously with my videos, what I'm trying to do is apply a technical tech tool tip, which is still 5 T's I think, but I can't remember what they are. So technical tip rating. This one I'm going to give a 2, maybe a 1. You know, really anybody should be able to follow along with this and should be able to understand. But you do need admin rights on your computer to do this, and not everybody's necessarily going to have admin rights. I'll just show you what the problem is here. So we've got this diagram here. So say you've got 70 gigs worth of family photos that you want to store. So you think, okay, I'm going to get a 128 gig memory stick. So here's your 128 gig memory stick, and it's got a controller on it. And the controller is what sends the data to the actual memory chips. So you've got these 4 memory chips here. So they're 32 gigabytes each. There's 4 of them, which gives us a total of 128. And when you put your family photos onto the memory stick, the controller decides which one of these each bit of data is going to go to. So in this case, we're absolutely fine because there's 4, 128, 32 each. Perfect. So you put your 70 gig of family photos on there. 6 months later, you try and get them off. You get your 70 gig of family photos back. On the right-hand side, you've still got 70 gig of family photos. The memory stick you bought from an online retailer says it's 128 gig. The controller that's been put onto the memory card says it's 128 gig. But it's actually only got 1 of these memory chips on it. So the other 3 just haven't been put on the board. So as far as the controller's concerned, it's been told it's got 128 gig. As far as the label's concerned, it says it's got 128 gig. So you start copying your family photos on. And it starts putting the family photos on here, and it gets to 32 gigs worth, and then it says, it's all right, I'll start putting them onto this memory stick here. Memory chip, sorry. Except that memory chip doesn't actually exist. But the controller doesn't know that doesn't exist. It thinks it's there. So it merrily says, yeah, I'm fine, I'm copying your files on, no problem. Problem comes when you try and get the photos off again. Because as you start to try and copy those photos off, you're going to get the first 32 gig that's stored in this bit here. But the bits that are in these other 2 or 3, they're not there. So how do we solve this? Well, let me tell you. What we're going to do is we're going to go to a website called grc.com. Now, GRC is a company that's run by a guy called Steve Gibson. He's a security researcher and hard drive solid state media aficionado. The website is unashamedly off of the 1980s, maybe 90s. And Steve's main product that he manufactures is a program called SpinRite, which is for hard drive and solid state media maintenance. But that's not what we're interested in. If you come to this menu up here, yep, that's a little menu there, look, and we go to freeware and utilities. Ooh. And you'll see there's a bit of software here called Validrive. It's just a little executable, just a little program that you download. So download Validrive. You can put it on your desktop if you want, or put it somewhere safe. Double click it to run it, and it is going to ask you for admin permissions at this point. So if you don't have admin rights on your device, you can't run this software properly. It's going to give you this screen. If you want to, you can read all of this information. Steve's given some information there about what we're going to do, but I'm just going to go to check USB drive. It's going to think about it for a few seconds, and it's going to say insert the drive that you want to check. So don't have the drive inserted beforehand. We're just going to go, literally going to go, plug this in now. Computer's going to detect it, and it's going to say, there we go, it's a closest damn it 8 gig memory stick, and we're going to hit validate this drive. Now, this will take a few seconds to go through. I will just make a note of how long it took, but I will probably just fast forward this section just for making the video shorter. Okay, and we're back. So you can see that this has gone through and has validated all of the areas of the disk. So good news, this memory stick is a good one. You may be thinking, but Gareth, I'm colourblind. I can't see the difference between these colours. Steve, being the awesome guy that he is, there's also a monochrome map here, so it does different symbols depending on what it's doing. So a horizontal line for a read error, a vertical line for a write error, and a cross if there's no actual storage there. So I'm going to try, well, I'm going to hit close now. And that gives us a little report. Gives us the date and time. Give the elapsed time somewhere here. Well, 200 seconds, 210 seconds, I guess, is the total time. It doesn't actually give the total time. But yeah, the reading and the writing combined is going to be about it. So yeah, so I'm going to just try another memory stick now. Just, you know, because why not? Okay, I'm going to go with this one, different one. Just see what this one does. Whoa. This memory stick is significantly larger, but is going significantly quicker. Not entirely sure why that is, but maybe this is an interesting thing to look at as well. Benchmark your memory sticks while you're at it. Okay, there we go. So again, oh no, if we scroll further down. So this is giving us the full list of all the drives that we've checked just now. So on the second one, all looking good as well. I'm just going to try one more, just for good measure. Okay, I'm going to try this one. So this is obviously one of these like novelty ones that you get. I'll try this one, see what this one looks like. Okay, it's only a 4 gig one. Oh my goodness, this one's going to be slow. I'm going to... time for a coffee, I think. Yeah, so that took bloody ages. So anyway, let's switch back to this view now. This is a much better view. Look, my face. If you buy a new memory stick, particularly if it's a cheap and nasty one, an unbranded one from a less reputable online retailer, my suggestion would be before you put any data on it, particularly if it's sensitive data or if it's data that you need to keep, just download Validrive, run it. All right, in that instance, it might take 35 minutes to run through, but 35 minutes of just waiting for that to check and prove that the data is all readable and writable is definitely better than coming back to your family photos of your holiday, once of a lifetime holiday, only to find that half of them aren't there because some unscrupulous bugger didn't solder the second memory chip onto your memory card. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for your attention. I've been Gareth Westwood. You've been watching the Guy with the Tash. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Bye bye.